women's roles have evolved in the fact that we collaborate instead of compete. We're not all the way there yet, but as more and more women get to the top, we're collaborating with each other rather than competing with each other to get to those roles. Our network and our community is growing, and it's becoming more and more fulfilling, and it feels more buoyant and more supportive. It's actually really amazing.
Women's role in fashion has evolved in so many ways. It's insane, and now we have really amazing women out here collabing with like brands like Nike, Adidas, and now we have like these influencers and celebrities who are also super awesome. I just can't believe now we're like dominating a lot of these like fields. When it was just purely men, now we're just starting to see women's names out there, and it's super inspiring and hopeful for a lot of women, and I know it's going to just continue evolving and it's going to be so much greater than what it is.
With streetwear culture coming from like skateboarding and like sports like that, now it's more women you're seeing, and you're looking for women for inspiration in clothing and sneakers, and it's inspiring because being a young woman and seeing women owning brands and being co-founders of brands and just being big in the fashion world, it makes a younger woman look up to her and say, maybe that can be me. And it's very inspiring to see, especially the women that are speaking today.
I think we're more at the forefront of fashion now. We were always involved, but I think now we're actually getting a chance to create our own designs, and they're actually listening.
Most of the girls, they get in fashion just because they love shopping, and they confuse this passion in then being like a real job.
Well, I went to FIT for fashion design, and I was probably one of 2 boys in my class. A lot of the women came from money, and they had no clue what designing or sewing or the actual work that goes into fashion was about. Streetwear, there's a lot more women involved in streetwear. There weren't any women involved in streetwear, and now...
And there is boys sewing, so that's equal to
Exactly. Sewing, not so good. I was actually good at tailoring. Permanent stitch, the permanent stitch.
I cannot
used to do on the jeans, like the perfect, like, you know, like the little seam that goes straight down the center?
Yeah.
That was like the thing.
That's very cool.
When I was roller skating.
I can iron.
To be a woman in the fashion industry just means that we are changing the voice of how traditionally men see women, whether it's how we dress, how we act, how we move, our energy. It's changing the conversation. We are the boss bitches of fashion. And we are killing it and crushing it, and slowly everyone's realizing that women, as always, are right first.
What is kind of pushing me and my peers, female peers, forward in the industry is just having a strong point of view. I think fashion tends to be pretty old school, so I think, you know, having that like young feminine touch is really kind of giving a strong advantage to kind of this generation of women in the business.
I feel like the spotlight has really been turned towards us in the past few years, and I think that is incredible. I think there's a lot of more women being noticed, like such a panelist tonight. It's an amazing thing, and look at how many people it brings out. It's really our time to shine and show what we're worthy of. We've been worthy of it for a long time. We've been doing it for a long time, but we're getting to show our worth now.
It's a male-dominated industry, at least in streetwear. So I think we play an important role paving the way for future generations of women to come. Eventually it'll be an even playing field, although it's not right now.
Don't let men corrupt your mind, meaning don't let them own everything. Have your way of speaking to your client, own your own look, and create your own mindset. It's moving in the right direction. I think that we need more things like this, more women that are in charge of stuff right now, that are basically owning all this shit.
Women have like a large platform in fashion as opposed to other industries, but I see like women like starting to come into like streetwear and stuff like they were talking about and take over, but there's still obviously like bigotry and sexism and things we need to work on.
I feel fashion has proven itself to be more dominated by the gay man. So do I think that that plays into the female dynamic in fashion? Absolutely. I think that women feel a little more onus to each other to protect each other.
Women's roles in any industry, I think, have evolved as women continue to evolve, and it just gets better and better. I mean, and hopefully we, you know, take over eventually. Everything.
I think right now it's an awesome time to be a woman in fashion because there's so many more women in charge than when I first started out. Now you see women not just being, you know, entrepreneurs, starting their own businesses, being the CEOs, being the president, but there's a lot of women really running our industry right now. So, you know, when I came out of school, that wasn't the case, and now it is. It's really a new era. So watch out.